10 secrets to sleeping well. Do you have trouble sleeping? When you try to lay your head to rest, do you find yourself tossing and turning, unable to get that glorious release of slumber? Well, we here at Bestie hate to hear that, because sleep is awesome. So today, we're going to give you some tips on how to sleep better, as well as teach you a little secret about sleep that you're going to love. Stay tuned to find out what that secret is, but first, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell as well, because we love giving you helpful life tips to make your living better. So why would you ever want to miss one of our videos? All right, so without further ado, here are some of Bestie's greatest bedtime tips. Bedtime tip number 1, increase bright light exposure during the day. Let's talk about your circadian rhythm. The National Sleep Foundation defines it as a 24-hour internal clock that is running in the background of your brain and cycles between sleepiness and alertness at regular intervals. And essentially, what that means is your body gets used to sleeping at certain times, so you get tired at certain times. Did you ever hear your mom yell at you for playing video games all night because it would ruin your sleep schedule? She was talking about your circadian rhythm, and she was right, you know. Anyways, enter getting bright light during the day. A study done by the Department of Psychiatry of the University of Helsinki in Lappeenrannan, Finland, found that natural sunlight, or bright light during the day, helps keep your circadian rhythm healthy. This improves daytime energy as well as nighttime sleep quality and duration. They also found that it is especially true for people with sleep issues or insomnia. So, if you find yourself inside most of the day, try to at least go out and get some fresh air and sunlight at some point. Maybe eat lunch outside, or just go for a walk on your break, as long as you keep your circadian rhythm healthy. Bedtime tip number 2, less blue light exposure in the evening. So we move from getting more bright light exposure to getting less blue light exposure. A joint study by the Division of Sleep Medicine at the Brigham and Women's Hospital and Harvard Medical School in Boston, Massachusetts, and the Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences at the University of Surrey in Guildford, Surrey, found that due to blue light at night's impact on your circadian rhythm, tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime, this reduces hormones like melatonin, which help you relax and get deep sleep. There are a couple of methods for reducing your blue light exposure at night, from wearing specialized glasses to downloading apps, but the most important thing is to turn off your TV. For some, it may be comforting, but it's not helping your ever so important circadian rhythm. Bedtime tip number 3, don't drink coffee late in the day. It might be tempting to have a cup of coffee after dinner, but researchers warn against such acts if you're hoping to get a good night's rest. In yet another joint study done by the Sleep Disorders and Research Center at Henry Ford Hospital in Detroit, Michigan, and the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Neurosciences at the Wayne State College of Medicine, also in Detroit, Michigan, the two of them discovered that consuming caffeine up to 6 hours before bed significantly worsened sleep quality. It's not just coffee either. Any drink with caffeine in it can really worsen a person's sleep. So if you're looking to sleep well at night, try to avoid the caffeine. Bedtime tip number 4, take fewer naps. We know how tempting it can be to lie down for a nap like a big old cat. However, this practice can be really detrimental to your sleep. Not only did the School of Applied Psychology at the University College Cork find that sleeping in the daytime can confuse your internal clock, meaning that you may struggle to sleep at night. But another study done by the Department of Psychiatry at the University of California in San Diego, California, discovered participants ended up being sleepier during the day after taking daytime naps. So not only will your naps ruin your nights, they'll also make you more sluggish during your days as well. Bedtime tip number 5, relax. Our last tip to beat your inability to sleep is just relax. There are a couple of ways you could do this. Maybe take a bath or a shower before bed. The School of Nursing at the Chunshan Medical University in Taiwan discovered through one of their studies that they can improve overall sleep quality and help people, especially older adults, fall asleep faster. Healthline recommends a couple of things as well: listening to relaxing music, reading a book, taking a hot bath, meditating, deep breathing, and visualization. However, really all that matters is that you're relaxed, so you can obviously make it your own. Just remember, if you're going to do something like watch TV or play video games, make sure to turn everything off when you go to bed. Alright, so now that you know how to get a good night's rest, we're going to tell you a little secret about sleeping well. It can help you lose weight. That's right, you can shed unwanted pounds while you snooze. That is, if you make the right preparations. Don't worry, we've got some tips to give you so that you're getting the most out of every time you lay yourself down to sleep. Every year, Americans spend millions of dollars on weight loss programs, only to find themselves searching for more answers in the end. While there's no weight loss program that works for everyone, you would be surprised to learn what you do before bed plays an essential role. With that said, it's time to wake up, get out of bed, and listen to the following bedtime tips that can help you with weight loss. Stop emotional eating. The evening can be a difficult time for those who are dieting. When the school or work day is over, it can be easy to get bored, especially if you've had a bad day. Most dieters will give in to the stress and boredom and end up eating to relax. According to Andrea Winger-Hess, a nutritionist at the University of Maryland Medical Center, emotional eating is a major factor in overeating in general. She suggests that instead of turning to food before you go to bed, try picking up a book or taking a hot bath to relieve your stress instead. Stretch. Pursuing your weight loss goals before bed doesn't just involve avoiding food. The American Council of Exercise states that the lack of sleep actually throws the balance of hormones that are responsible for controlling feelings like hunger and satiety. So they recommend stretching before bed. Stretching will help relax the muscles and ensure that you get the necessary hours of sleep you need. Have a protein shake. Overeating before bedtime will not help you with your weight loss goals. But one helpful bedtime tip that will is having a protein shake before bed. A study conducted by researchers at Florida State University found that a small snack before bed can actually help with weight loss. The researchers found that people who had a 150-calorie protein shake 30 to 60 minutes before bed experienced lower blood pressure, better metabolic function, and a quicker metabolism. Blackout Bedroom. Some people can't go to sleep without having the television playing in the background. That's perfectly fine, but if you're serious about your weight loss, you might want to consider blacking out your room. According to the Journal of Biological Rhythms, even the presence of a dim light while you're sleeping can cause you to gain weight while you're asleep. The research concluded that dim light disrupts the molecular circadian rhythms and also slows down your metabolism while you're sleeping. Crank the AC. According to a study published in the journal Diabetes, young male participants who slept in rooms that had a temperature of 66 degrees actually doubled their volume of brown fat, which is a good calorie-burning fat. In comparison, when participants slept in rooms with a temperature of 75 degrees, they did not double their brown fat volume. You're in luck. We're going to give you a free bonus bedtime tip that will also help with your weight loss. According to a study conducted by researchers at Brigham Young University, women who woke up close to the same hour window each morning weighed less than those who woke up at different times. So, set your alarm. Try to find out how much sleep you need in order to wake up without feeling exhausted, and stick with that sleep schedule. And thus, our video on sleep is concluded. Were you surprised at all that if you sleep well, then you're going to lose weight? How about our tips to getting a better night's sleep? Did you learn anything from that? Finally, maybe you'd like to share some of your tips for sleeping well with your fellow Bestie viewers. Let us know all of your tips and tricks in the comment section below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.